news feeds. Although it's accelerating, this barreling towards autocracy and nationalism for the benefit of the wealthy and powerful on the backs of the rest of us can be stopped. It's not too late. That mold has been there behind the drywall and allowed to grow, largely undetected, except for the occasional telltale asthma attack, like the asthma attack that was the 2008 recession, for decades. Now the drywall has been removed and the mold is exposed right before our eyes. I like to think that it's orange. Now, more than ever, we need to stop focusing exclusively on what's happening at the top and start the good work of building a new foundation from right here where we are. This is where it's happening, where the decisions that most deeply affect our lives are being made. While the federal government continues to keep its attention on the cookie jar like a single-minded toddler with a yawning, never enough void to fill, it's up to us. It's up to us to gather in solidarity as we are doing this evening, but gathering is only the first step. Gathering musters the energy to act. I am convinced that we have an unprecedented opportunity to rebuild America with attention and intention, from every school board to every water board to every legislature, not necessarily to just fill the seats with Democrats, but to fill the seats with people who are committed to having difficult conversations with those in our communities who might think a bit differently and for valid reasons, and to make decisions accordingly. People who listen, are curious, who care, and who believe in our own boundless capacity for creativity and collaboration. I've decided to run for office. This is not something that everyone can or will do, but everyone can help out on a campaign in some capacity, and I guarantee that when you do so, you will learn, expand, and be enriched. There are so many wonderful people, both those who have demonstrated a long-standing commitment to public service and those who are stepping into this sphere for the first time. Find a campaign that resonates with you and jump in. Democracy is not a principle or a theory. It is a living and breathing organism that is only alive as long as its organs are working with one another. We are those organs, and we feel and perform at our best when we are in concert with all the others. And when we're not, democracy goes on life support. Right now, we have the chance to get back to basics, to tune into the steady beat of our collective heart and work together and reinvigorate democracy. It's not going to happen on Facebook or Instagram. As Malcolm Gladwell said, the revolution will not be tweeted. It will happen in the town square. It'll happen when we knock on doors. It'll happen when we make phone calls and when we look each other in the eyes and share our yearning for a renewed society in which everyone has the opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive. It's up to us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, Allison. I mean, how do you top that?
Sorry.
But, you know, what Allison wrote is, if anyone can ever question why Allison needs to be our state rep, it's because of that beautiful expression of what we need to do as citizenry. And Allison is the type of leader that motivates me to want to be a better citizen. So I can't say anything that's going to top it, but I know this can be depressing, this can be overwhelming, and all those feelings, yeah, we can say, oh, what can I do? But I think we just have to focus on electing people like Allison Gustafson and whoever's going to be the Democratic candidate for governor and lieutenant governor, and Maura Healey and Senator Elizabeth Warren. We have to keep Massachusetts safe for democracy. And I hate to say it, because I used to be someone who voted for Republicans, but I do not think that a Republican will keep us safe in Massachusetts. And we can do so much for other parts of the country. So let's not be depressed, let's not be overwhelmed, let's just get moving and I'm sure, there are millions of people around the country, all over. I'm from Indiana, that's where I grew up. There are people in Indiana and California and all over this great land. So they're doing this tonight. So there are so many people that if you don't know how to get started, and we don't have all the answers and how to get started. If people ask me, I'd like to do this, I'd like to do that. And I don't necessarily know. I ask someone else, or I look on the internet or Facebook or whatever, but we can all do something. We can connect with our local Democratic committees, with groups like Ipswich Community Action. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble on when you've just listened to something that's so eloquent from Allison. So thank you.